Wi-Fi is kind of screwy. Okay. So, for the first one, 2x plus 3y equals negative 12. The directions, you always want to pay attention to that, just so you make sure you're getting all your points that are possible, okay? So we're trying to figure out the x and y intercepts. Then we're going to plot the line on the back, the lines, and label each line with the appropriate letter, okay? Line A and line B. Okay, who wants to lead me through the first one, this first part, when we're solving for y when x equals 0? Okay, John, go ahead.
So we're going to do 2 parentheses 0 parentheses plus 3y equals 12.
Good. And I'm going to go ahead and circle y so I remember that's what I'm solving for.
And then 2 times 0 equals 0.
So I scratch
circle
that.
that out. And then we do 3 divided by 12. Yeah, 3 under the 3 divided by 12.
12 divided by 3.
Yeah, 12 divided by 3. And then that'll equal negative 4.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wait.
You're right. You're right. I forgot to put my negative sign right there. So, good job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Negative 12 divided by 3 equals negative 4. And then, yeah, y equals negative 4.
Perfect. And I'm going to draw a line through those 3's, just because I know 3 divided by 3 is 1, okay? And then what's that ordered pair look like?
0, negative 4.
Perfect. Very good. Okay. And when you're working on your openers, if you have enough time and you're lost, like if you missed the day before, bless you. Is that a sneeze?
Yeah.
If you missed the day before and you're kind of lost, but we've been doing these kinds of problems for a while, you can look back at your notes just to help you out and give you a refresher. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this side just so we have some time. So if y equals 0, I'm going to plug 0 in for y. So 2x plus 3 times 0 equals negative 12. I'm going to circle that x. So my first step, I'm going to scratch out 3 times 0 because I know it equals 0, right? And then I'm going to try to get that x by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so I'm going to cross that out. And negative 12 divided by 2 equals what?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Perfect. Good job remembering the negative. Then my ordered pair is going to be negative 6, 0. Alright, does everyone have that? Everyone's understanding? Makes sense from yesterday, days before? Okay. So it's the same steps on the bottom, but we're looking for 2 lines. So if x equals 0, we're going to bring the equation down. 5 times 0 plus 4y equals 10. Circle the y so you remember what you're getting. Scribble out 5 times 0 because we know it equals 0. And then we're going to divide both sides by 4. Cross out the 4's. And what's our problem here?
2.5.
The answer's, if we're doing a decimal, it is 2.5, 2.5. Or you can write it as a fraction, but a simplified fraction. How do we simplify that? What number goes into both 10 and 4? 2. Yep. So if we're doing divided by 2 over 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So you can either write y equals 2.5 or 5 over 2. It is totally up to you. Both are correct. I'm going to do 2.5. So I'm going to write my ordered pair like this. A lot of people were asking me, how do you write that ordered pair? Just because it looks different from a whole number, like what you're used to, it goes in the same place. Because y equals 2.5. So you plug it in the same spot. If it's a fraction, it goes in the same spot. Just because it looks different doesn't mean it goes in a different place. Yeah, it's in my bag.
Do you care if I grab
No.
it? Austin's asking about an eligibility issue with one of the students.
Okay. Okay. So on this side, we're solving for x when y equals 0. So this worksheet already set y equal to 0 for you, but it's not always going to do that like on the quiz. So make sure that you're remembering this step to write y equals 0. And it should help you remember which variable you're replacing when you have it written right here. If I don't have it written, I mess it up, and I mess up other students too because I'm trying to tell them and it doesn't work. So always have that written. So 5x plus 4 times 0 equals 10. What's 4 times 0? 0. And divide both sides by 5 so I can get that x alone. You know, 5 goes into 5 one time. 10 divided by 5? 2. And what's that ordered pair going to look like?
2, 0.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Does everyone have that down? Do I need to write this in a different spot so you can read it? What's up, John?
I'm confused on -6 because on the back you don't have enough lines, I think.
So that was our mistake. It's correct. We just didn't make the graph big enough.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna put it right
Yeah,
here.
you have to draw a line or make it marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody have it down?
Oh.
Okay. Two. Okay. Thank you.
See, I drew a line.
Perfect. Okay. I don't have those coordinates in front of me now, so can somebody tell me the first ordered pair?
0, -4.
0, -4, so we're going to start at the origin, go down 4. And what's the next one?
-6, 0.
-6, 0. So I'm going to guess that it's about right there, okay? Starting at the origin, going left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get your straight edges out, unless you've already done it. Make sure you get your arrows on there and that the line goes all the way to both ends of the coordinate plane. And then what step am I leaving off on here?
0, 2, 3, 5.
What am I forgetting?
Then you'll
You remember what the directions said? Solve for x and y. What else did it say? Plot the points, graph the line.
label each with appropriate decimal.
Label each line. Good job. Which line is this?
A.
Line A. So I'm going to put that right here. Okay. And Eliza, can you tell me the next ordered pair for line B? 0, 2.5. Okay, so we're going to go up 2.5, right? So I'm going to plot in between 2 and 3. Does that make sense? 1, 2.5. That's kind of why I like to write my improper fractions as a decimal, because 5 over 2 in my head, I don't really know that that's supposed to go right here. But when it says 2.5, you know it equals 2.5. Okay, and what's the other point for line B? Anybody? John?
2, 2, and 0.
2, 0? So right here? Alright. And then we're going to graph the line. So I'm going to pretend that it went through that point because I don't think it's going to get any better. Draw the arrows. And what else?
Label.
Label it B. Okay. Does that look good?
Yeah.
plotted both points. The lines go through the dots. Are they parallel? I don't think. No.
Well, might be.
It's close to it. We can know that it's not parallel because the slope's a little different, which we're going to learn more about slopes next week. But it looks kind of parallel, almost parallel. But eventually, when you keep going down here on the coordinate plane, they would cross. Okay. Does everybody have that down? All right. Go ahead and pass them forward and to the right. And yeah, go ahead. Write a check for me, please. And you can go ahead and work on your worksheets or on Khan. I recommend working on your worksheet because we're here and we can help you now, and that's due next week. And you can go ahead and start on that. But we are staying quiet.
Hey, we listen.
You may listen to music and